New Orleans police today released body-worn camera video of last Wednesday's confrontation with demonstrators on the Crescent City Connection.
It shows a group of protesters breaking through police lines and officers in riot gear deploying tear gas to clear the bridge. Paul Murphy reports the city's top cop says while the protest started out peaceful, part of the crowd was violent.
Body-worn camera video released by the New Orleans Police Department shows a chaotic scene on the Crescent City Connection bridge last Wednesday night.
While we had many peaceful protesters throughout the night, this event was a peaceful event up until we reached the Pontchartrain Expressway.
According to NOPD Superintendent Shaun Ferguson, officers spent nearly 30 minutes negotiating with protesters to turn around and get off the bridge. Officers even let protester Brianna Chapman speak over a police bullhorn.
Y'all need to know, they ready to beat us, they ready to shoot us, okay? So I'm letting y'all know if y'all went across this line, that's what y'all gotta be ready for.
We could have stepped in and corrected her right then and there because we were not saying we were going to hurt anyone. We were not saying we were going to shoot anyone. She used those words, she chose to use those words, but those were not our words.
If the New Orleans Police Department really did stand with us, what they should have done was lead us across the bridge the way that we asked and let us go home.
Get back! Get back!
Video shows a group of protesters breaking through 2 police lines on the CCC. Police say they then used 3 rounds of tear gas to clear the bridge.
As a result of this interaction, of them forcing their way through our lines, we discharged tear gas and subsequently discharged rubber balls.
Some officers and protesters were hurt during the confrontation. Chief Ferguson says he is confident his officers tried to de-escalate the situation before using non-lethal force, but adds everything else, including the use of rubber stinger rounds, is still under investigation. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
And Superintendent Ferguson says a couple of the officers involved won't be allowed to work the protest until the NOPD investigates how decisions were made on the bridge, what were the actions taken, and why. Now, the chief also complained he was not properly informed about what was happening on the front end of that confrontation.